All right, fifth grade, we are on to round 2 of our coordinate plane project. Now, this part is a little bit more important than the last part. If you haven't, you should already have your map drawn of your house or your neighborhood or whatever you drew. And you should have at least a minimum of 10 points labeled on there. Now, make sure that your points are on the lines. They're not in the middle of the spaces, because if they're in the middle of the spaces, then you're dealing with halves, and that makes things a little bit difficult. You can deal with halves if you want. It's a good challenge to have. If you have each line equal a half, so this would be a half, this would be 1, this would be 1.5, that would be 2, and so on and so forth. You could do that. That's fine. So challenge yourself as much as you can with this. You can do decimals or fractions, doesn't matter. Or you can just have plain old 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So you should have this far done. Now it's important to label your lines. So I'm going to pause quick and label my lines. All right, so it should look similar to this. So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way to my last point on that side. And then I should have it all the way up on my, my y-axis. All right, so we are ready for step 2. This is part of your grade, so I really want to make sure you not just do this, but you do the actual plotting of your coordinates. So if you can remember, you always follow your x first and then your y. Okay, so let's start off with our front door. That's the easiest one. So I'm going to take a different sheet of paper. This is my key. If you guys have ever worked with maps, there is a key, and the key helps you know where you're going to go. So there are keys all over the place, and they work perfectly with a coordinate plane. So we're going to start with the front door, which is at 0 on my x and 0 on my y. So it's super easy to write. Front door, we'll call it FD, is at 0, 0. This is my owl eyes. Okay, that's my origin, where everything begins. Okay, now the next point I can choose between my bathroom or my entry door or my fridge. So let's start off with the bathroom. Okay, I'll call it BR. I don't care if you hyphen it a little bit, like BR and FD and stuff like that. If you don't have the size of paper that you might need, like me, I don't really have very much paper at home. So let's look at my point, my bathroom. My bathroom is 4 steps from my origin on my x. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And on my y, it's on 0. It doesn't go anywhere up. So I would write 4, 0, because I always do my x first. Let's look at my entry door. I'm going to call it E, because that's my only entryway that I have. Okay. Again, it's on my 4. So 4 is my x. That's easy to do because it's right above my bathroom. Okay. But it is not at 0 on my y. I need to look, and it takes 1 step up. It's on my line with my 1. So it would be 4, 1. I'm going to make sure I write it just like that, 4, 1. Okay, and you guys did do pretty well with this with Battleship. A couple kids kind of had questions on that. Fridge, call it F. My fridge is a little bit different. So it is still at 4 on my X, but it is 1, 2, 3, 4 steps up. It lines up with both 4s. So that one's pretty easy. My fridge is at 4, 4. Just like that. Okay, and I'm going to keep going until I have all 10 points. So fridge, sink. Sink is at 5, 4. And if you notice, this might help you too. I do it. So you just kind of follow this line first, and then you follow the up line. So if that helps, instead of accidentally going up first, just always read it like a book and then take your hops. Okay. We have the dog kennel, and we have the TV. So dog kennel is at 0 on my Y. So that's not going to be my first number, that's my second number. It takes 6 steps forward. So that's my x. And then it takes 0 steps up. So it'd be 6, 0. TV takes 6 steps and it takes 1 step up. Okay, and you can kind of see the difference with that too. So my kennel takes 6 steps, but it takes 0 steps up. And my TV has that 1 step up, so it's on the 1 on the y-axis. Okay. I have my table, which is at 7, 0. And the trick with zeros is if there's a 0 in it, it's always on one of the axis lines. So if you notice, they're right on top of that x. Okay, there's no zeros for the y, or for, yeah, on the y-axis. So there's no lines that are plotted on there, but there are a bunch on this axis because we're following that line. We have table, we have my coffee table, which is kind of in the middle of nowhere. That one I take 8 steps and then 1 step up. So it's going to be 8, 1. My key is getting full. All right, my couch is at 9, 0. Door B is at 9, 4. Couch is at 9, 0. Door B at 9, 4. My chair that's in my entryway is at 10, 0. And door C is at 11, 4. Chair is at 10, 0. All right, so this is exactly what yours should look like. You should have different points, but nice and basic so I can see it. You can see all of my points on there. It's written exactly how it's supposed to be with X first, Y second. If you have a question on that, I'll show you really quick. X, comma, Y. Written just like that. Okay, always take your steps across, then take them up. And that's about it. When you submit this, just put your key with your map, take a picture of it, and put it on Class Dojo, and we'll check them out. I'm excited to take a walk through your house, and hopefully I can see you guys soon. Otherwise, my mouth is going to be so big that you can't even see my eyes anymore because I'm so busy talking to myself instead of 2 people. So I'm excited to see you guys soon, and have an awesome week. Bye.